can't avoid it. Try and stop it. You know, and seeing with certainty that the present moment is actually it. Oh, it's not some big thing out there. It's just this. It's just this. It's this. It's what this is. It's what's unstoppably this present moment, this nowness, this isness. You know, that always looks different and yet always looks like something. You know, turns out to be it. And you find it, it's like, oh wow, I've always had it, obviously. There's nothing I've never not had the being of the present moment. I just didn't know it was sufficient. I didn't honor it in its true perspective. I didn't see that the being of this present moment is the most profound mystery. It's God. It's the Absolute. It's the Dharmakaya. This is it. And I didn't appreciate it. And that's why I was doing all the seeking. I was looking for some great elaborate, whatever, some context to like make this grandiose fantasy, and just seeing that just this simple isness, this unstoppable isness right now, is the beginning and the end. There's nothing beyond it. It's absolutely the Absolute. Literally the Absolute. It's literally God. And I am the being of this present moment. When I am, the present moment is. When the present moment is, I am. Self-evident. But I came to see that with absolute clarity. And seeing that, one sees the absolute completeness of that, the absolute fullness, the absolute, the unstoppable cornucopia of phenomena. The entire universe appears in this present moment, effortlessly. And I am one with this present moment, so I am one with the entire universe. And, you can see the self-evidentness of that, The present moment is, I am. Is there an isness of the present moment and an isness of me that somehow, there isn't. It's just this. This is, I am, the universe is, God is, I am that. And that's everything. All. You can't find anything. There's no category that doesn't collapse down to that. It's just so simple, and it's doing itself, and it always has been doing itself, and there's nothing to find and nothing to make sense of and nothing to create, and no separate me that needs protection or that needs to achieve anything or prove anything. So it all just collapses down to the simple inevitability of being. And I think with the seeking mentality can't accept that because it's too simple. Just being, no, you got to penetrate it or find the secret, whatever. But being is huge. I mean, close your eyes and watch what you see sometime. And that's being doing all of that. Being does anything. It literally does anything and everything. Everything that's ever been done is it. So it's absolutely without limit, absolutely limitless, literally infinite, literally. And just seeing the truth of that is it. Seeing the truth of that is the finish line. Seeing the truth of that is home. And the present moment doesn't need formalities. This does not need formalities. It just is. And that transparency and that effortlessness, just can't be captured in tradition. It can't be, it's difficult to capture in statement. And it's hard to find people that are putting it simply. It's very hard. I mean, even Ramana Maharshi, who was a very naked describer, used a lot of technical Sanskrit terms and a lot of technical yoga terms and all of this stuff. And it's not that he was inaccurate, but all of that complexity doesn't necessarily, contribute to the directness or the nakedness of his communication. But he always said, you are the self. That's already realized. You already are yourself. And everything is that the being of yourself is the being of everything, and that's the end of the story. I mean, that was his basic and actually his complete message. And then people would ask him minutai fine points, and he would answer them. To answer the minutai, maybe he should have just stopped and said, no, just this. You are already. That's it, right there. You are. You are is absolutely synonymous with this is. So the being of the universe, the being of yourself are and have always been one infinite, unfathomable, spontaneous thing.
It's kind of weird. So it's like there's nothing I can do. And yet at the same time, still there's like the listening to these words, and apparently it seems like that can sort of help somehow like orient.
Maybe so. We can't know. How can we know? It's all a mystery what happens. But clarity comes when it comes. When God wants to wake up, God wakes up. And until then, it doesn't. And who knows what it looks like? It looks like what it looks like. It's a unique thing for each individual. Maybe you're waking up right now. Maybe in like 3 seconds from right now, you're going to be awake. This might be the big occasion. Or maybe not. Maybe you won't notice. Maybe it'll pass you by, and then you'll notice some other time. But it's not like there's something elusive that hasn't happened yet. You just need to notice what this is, and you will when you do. And it may look like going to talks like this and these kinds of events, or who knows? We can't say that there's no benefit to this. We can't say there is benefit. You can't say anything, because it's all a fundamental mystery. Since this being right now is a total mystery, everything about it is a total mystery. So all notions of activity, all notions of causality, all notions of benefit or detriment, all these notions they're just beyond us. We can't know. You can't know. We're like infants crawling around in the absolute pitch darkness, fumbling around. There's no knowing. So no one can tell you anything authoritative about anything. Except the mystery. The only fact is the mystery, which is basically like saying the only fact is a non-fact. And yet here it is, because it's the only fact. But it's this unknown, this mystery, this indescribability. It's the beginning and the end of everything. It's what you are, it's what the universe is, and it's the only fact, and it's a complete mystery. So, given that, no one can give anyone any meaningful advice about anything, because the only accurate answer is, damned if I know. The only certainty is what will be, and even that's not a certainty, because as what will be is being, you won't know what that is definitively, because it's a mystery. See what I mean? So the only fact is the unknown. The only fact is mystery.
Nothing ever actually happens, because even when it gets there, you don't know what it is then either.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. That just means you can't say you can't find any particular it that's happening. And we can't say what happening means either. What is happening? I mean, can you find a thing? Can you find, what does happening mean? What does is mean? I mean, it all collapses down to this absolute mystery. It's not like it's just a little mysterious. It's fucking bottomless, unfathomably mysterious, mind-bogglingly, it's a black hole of mystery. And everything is that. Everything collapses to that. So that's the beginning, that's the end, that's all of our striving, all of our life is this mystery. Our success is mystery, our failing is this mystery, our finding enlightenment is this mystery. And it's mystery in the beginning, mystery in the end, and mystery right now, always. Which kind of makes it very simple in a way.